What's up, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at the Ultra TIMP 1.5 running shoes. These are going to be more of an all-terrain running shoe. As you can see on the bottom, they have those lugs for the many different terrains you're going to run through in the mountains or in the hills, whatever. What's up, everyone? Today we're going to take a look at the Ultra TIMP or TIMP 1.5 running shoe. Now, these are an all-terrain running shoe. They are going to have a pretty good lug pattern on it and footprint. If you want to look at the comparison, these shoes I've had for over a year. I wear them on the daily, and I also wear them out hiking and trail running. And so if you look at the tread pattern itself, there's little ridges or grooves right here that have kind of flattened out on these. But other than that, the lugs themselves, they've held up fairly decent. There is not much wear on them. There is a little lip on the back. There is this gator trap on both sides. And I haven't used it with a traditional gator, but I did see that Ultra does sell a gator that will fit this shoe. The last part of the gator is this Velcro on the back. When it's not unused, you have this flap here to trap it. There's also a hook here for the front part of the gator, or a loop. These are pretty lightweight shoe. They're not that heavy at all. I mean, I barely feel them. There's a couple different technologies with this that Ultra has. One's called the foot shape. So traditional running shoes feature pointy toe box, right? These have a wide toe box. So the pointy toe box, the side of the shoe would come to maybe about here, thus scrunching your toes. Or maybe I should use this one as a better example. So here's your big toe, here's your little toes, not to spec, but with that pointy toe box, you're also cutting this corner short too. And so you're squishing that big toe, you're squishing these little toes, and it squishes them out of its natural position. So when you're running, your foot is not being used how it should be used. So with this foot shape, here it is, this wide toe box, it allows your toes to relax and spread out, right? And then it reduces overpronation. So now there's different types of runners. Everyone has different type of feet, and there's several different types of pronation, overpronation, regular pronation. And that's something you should probably look at if you're an avid runner or looking to get into running. But with this toe box, it creates and allows all of your toes and your whole foot, as a matter of fact, to touch the ground and make a contact with the ground. So depending on what type of running you're doing, that should help you, in my opinion. The other thing about this shoe is it has a zero drop technology. So most running shoes, they have an elevated heel. So your heel is, a little bit higher, and then your toes kind of come down at a slant like this, but your shoe itself is flat, right? The sole of the shoe is flat, but your heel kind of sits up a little bit at an angle. Well, that encourages high impact overstriding. So our natural foot formation is just a flat on the ground foot, right? Most of us anyway. And so with this zero drop, it allows you to maintain that natural foot position throughout your run. So it basically keeps your heel and your forefoot the same distance from the ground. And that naturally aligns your feet with your body and your posture, and thus also increases low impact landing. When you have that elevated foot box, your you're not completing that full stride. You are, but it's not naturally allowing you to do that. So anyway, like I said, there are several different colors of this shoe, different color combinations. I'm not sure what else I could tell you. This right here is kind of like a rubber coating, and I will tell you, if you look at my used ones, I've hit several rocks with these, just running through rocks and boulders and sharp rocks for that matter, and all you see is the wear on this black portion here of the shoe. You can see that it's kind of wearing a little bit, but it's just wearing the color off. It's not really wearing the material, this part here. But this has really protected my shoes. Everything else, light, really thin mesh. Like I said, the shoe is really light. I haven't had any issues with odors or anything like that yet, which is great. And yeah, I really like these shoes, and I really would highly recommend these shoes for anybody walking just every day around the office. They, like I said before, they are a little different than your traditional shoe because of that elevated heel box. But once you get used to it, it's a pretty comfortable shoe. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.